course, you know, going down the shore isn't really exciting enough for you, you should meet Abdul Tapa. He is the managing director of, is it Himalayan or Himalayan?
Himalayan.
Himalayan International Tours, a New York City-based travel agency that sends people to some of the more exotic places to do some of the most interesting things. Welcome to our program, Abdul.
Thank you.
Now, you were born where my sweaters come from.
That's right.
In Kashmir.
Kashmir.
It's expensive, but it's
Yeah.
worth it. You know, it's the best wool in the world, bar none. Now, where are some of the more exotic places that you book tours to other than the Himalayas?
Well, Thailand, and to China, and to India, Tibet, Nepal, and Kashmir, Ladakh, which is the south.
The same mountain range?
Well, they're in the Karakoram region, which really
Yeah.
touches the Himalayas. And we have, most of the tours that we do basically are mixed with adventure and luxury vacations, and in combination.
That almost sounds like a contradiction, adventure and luxury in the same sentence, doesn't it?
Yeah, relaxed and moderate. So most of the vacations that we are really are popular are the moderate adventures, because that is what everybody wants to do. They want to have an adventure instead of being on the beach. They have been so many times in the Bahamas, the Caribbean. They want to do something new, but they may not be physically that they want to climb Mount Everest all the time. So for them, we have graded our adventure treks. We provide them all the luxuries, such as like horsemen, the campers. They don't have to carry nothing with them. We provide the tents, the sleeping bags, the foam mattresses, fresh cooked meals, breakfast, dinner, lunch every day. And they have ponies to carry them if they need to. The luggage is carried by the horsemen and the yaks, all whatever is required.
The yak carries it to your yurt?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
See, I know what a yurt is.
Yes.
Percentage of the people, you said most of the people ask for the moderate.
And when you land, in some of the places you just land at 10,000 feet.
That's where the airport is?
Yes.
And you go up from there?
Yes.
Or just stay on the plane?
For example, in Ladakh, you land at 11,000 feet.
Now, how long would it take somebody who, Colorado, from the Colorado Springs area, and we were in Aspen a couple of years ago, took me a couple of days just to be able to take a nice walk without getting winded.
Sure.
We're going to take a little break. We'll be back with Abdul Tapa to talk more about exotic places to go and what to do when you get there when we come back. The mists rising from the river in Nepal. Here on Jersey's Talking, my guest is Abdul Tapa. He's managing director of Himalayan International Tours, planning exotic vacations for people who want a little adventure and excitement all around the world, not only to the places we've been talking about, but to many others. What are some of the more popular spots for people who really don't want an adventure? They just want an exotic vacation. They want to see things they've never seen.
Well, India itself is an exotic destination. It's like a moving painting. So for that, we have like this luxury tour, Palace on Wheels. That particular tour consists of the train. These trains were built for the Maharajas and the Viceroys during the British Raj.
As private cars?
As private coaches. So whenever they would go from one city to other city, they would attach this car to the main train and haul it. But all of these, there were 12 or 14 of these carriages. They refurbished these, and they have been put together. There's their own locomotive, and this is called Palace on Wheels now. And there's each private bedrooms and dining rooms and library, and all the journey takes place at night. By day, the lunches and afternoon teas are at the palaces and hosted by Maharajas. And the sightseeing tours are very, very luxury, and each stop is, with a band and reception and all that. And
as if you were a Maharaja coming to visit another one.
Yeah, there's a big reception party at each destination.
You folks have heard Live Like a King. Here's your chance to give it a short try.
Yes.
And you don't have to marry a gold digger like, what's her name? What is her name? Oh, yes, Princess Diana. The Orient Express. I have spent a good portion of my life watching Hercule Poirot movies and all that stuff, and wanting to ride on the Orient Express. And you book trips on the Orient Express?
Yes. It goes from Bangkok to Kuala Lumpur,
That's the eastern end of the Orient
Yes,
Express.
yes.
Does that hook up with the trains from Europe?
Vincent Simplan. No, no.
No,
It's
okay.
only between that part, between Bangkok and Kuala Lumpur, via
So
Singapore.
it's the Oriental Orient Express.
Oriental, yes.
But it's the same kind of train from the pictures in here.
It is, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. These are the interiors of the
Yeah,
train.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, how the service is immaculate.
And that's, where'd you say, Bangkok and
Bang-
on the road to Mandalay. I mean, every trip is a
Exact-
song.
that-
Bali here, I
have-
keep thinking of songs. Bali High from
Bali-
South Pacific,
yes.
On the Road to Mandalay,
Yes.
a great old song based on a Rudyard Kipling song.
Yes.
And these are just wonderful places. How expensive is it?
A 3-week vacation anywhere, we can do it anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000,
That's everything?
including air and land.
Air
depending.
and
Really,
land?
we have categorized it in 2 categories. What we call is first class
Yeah.
and price saver. In the price saver, we cater like 3-star, 3.5-star properties, while in the first class and deluxe, we do 5-star and first class hotels.
But the other ones, the 3.5 stars,
They're good hotels. They're
Good
good
hotels.
hotels, yeah. They just, they are good hotels, clean, good, rated by the government ministries of tourism, inspected annually, and they're all privately owned or by some of the chains now in getting into the areas.
if the average person wanted to take a trip like this, they need an American passport, I suppose. Do you need individual visas for the countries you're going to visit?
For example, for Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Hong Kong, you don't need a visa. Within 2 to 3 weeks stay, no visa is required.
Okay, and how
For
about,
India, a visa
do
is
need a
required. For Nepal, a visa is required.
are they difficult to get?
Oh no,
Okay.
very easy, in 1 day.
And how about for people who don't like to take shots? Do we need inoculations? to go to any of these places?
Inoculations, that's more than 20 years now, it has been eradicated. But we recommend only for, because people still have paranoia about the eastern part of the world. So we do recommend if their personal physician has any recommendations for them based on their health history. Otherwise, there's no requirement. There's no requirement anymore. There used to be a time that you would have to land in each of these countries with a yellow vaccination card, showing that you have all these. It's not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay, that's a load off my mind because I don't like to get inoculated.
But we do, seasonally, we do recommend certain inoculations like yellow fever and typhoid and stuff like that, depending on the season.
Well, I want to thank you for being here, and we'll take a look at the screen right now. And for those of you who would like more information on taking an exotic trip, Himalayan Tours is located at 286 Fifth Avenue in New York City, and the phone number is area code 212, of course, 564-5164. And you will get to go to area codes that you have not memorized yet if you take one of these trips. Thank you for being with us, Abdul.
It's a pleasure.